The bright yellow Post-it note was stuck down next to me on the meeting table. I sat there, sphincter clenched, trying my best to get my insurmountable amount of work done while in an unnecessary weekly meeting that I was unnecessarily obliged to attend. The note had been passed to me and written by my micromanager boss, rather indiscreetly. I read it over and over again. Is the laptop absolutely necessary? Happy face. Kiss. Kiss? I had a lot of questions, but mainly I wondered what kind of a psychopath draws emoticons on a disciplinary note and includes both a happy face and a kiss. It was the kiss that threw me, like, was it meant to soften the blow of her acting like a controlling weirdo? She's taking the time to hand draw an asterisk in the middle of a meeting, but I'm the one not paying attention? Not even when Berger broke up with Carrie on Sex and the City using a Post-it did he use an emoticon. Even Berger knew it wasn't the time or the place. I clenched my jaw and bit my lip as I slowly lowered my laptop screen, like a tail being tucked between my legs. I felt small, and my cheeks grew hot. My chest burnt with an embarrassed rage. I felt like a child who had just been told off by a teacher, which, for a perfectionist people-pleaser like me, was highly annoying both then and now. But even more annoying, getting in trouble when I believed I hadn't done anything wrong. And this Post-it perfectly summed up my relationship with my then manager. Is the laptop absolutely necessary? If you'd like this project finished on time, then yes, it is fucking necessary. Happy face. Kiss. My ass. What I found particularly galling about this passive-aggressive Post-it was that my manager has spent countless meetings hunched over her laptop, clacking away on her email while the rest of the team stared helplessly at the dreaded roadmap for whatever godforsaken quarter we were currently working our way through. Was using a laptop in the middle of a meeting rude? It's not great, and it's not something I did before or after working at this company. It was a learned behavior and part of the culture there. If you're exceptionally busy and have to be in a meeting, working on something else while you're in there is more or less accepted, unless it's specifically stated that everyone should be off their laptops. At Google, for example, and at other companies that have built a similar culture, your laptop remains on your person at all times. If you were to spend a bit of time observing Googlers at any of the company's international offices, you would see them scuttling around like manic ants, laptops clutched to their chests as they power walked from meeting to meeting, sometimes perching their MacBooks on filing cabinets to respond to an email, or even typing with one hand as they use the other to prop it up mid-air while in a packed lift. Hours of back-to-back meetings were the norm, and getting your work done was something that was apparently meant to happen in romantic, stolen moments between cross-functional meetings, team catch-ups, and the small, intimate two-person sessions that are referred to as one-to-ones. Never do you refer to a meeting as a 2-to-3 or a 5-to-1, but sure, 1-to-1 it is. In between these back-to-back meetings, we'd grab free, yet still sad salads and lukewarm cans of Diet Coke, perhaps a tiny muffin or a weird protein bar made from dates, matcha, and mange tout from the cafe, and then rush back to eat it in another meeting. We'd apologize in hushed tones if we dared need to leave the room for 5 minutes so we could quickly wee. No time for a poo. There was just no time. For some reason, I had kept the note in my drawer at work instead of throwing it away, as some sort of evidence of the absurdity I was experiencing. I then kept it in a folder after I left that job, and when I found it again a year later, I posted a photo of it online. The response I received was both hilarious and affirming. Never had I had so many comments about anything, not even a cute selfie. What the fuck was the overall consensus, and my initial thought beyond, I know, right, was, oh man, that's not even the half of it. But it perfectly represented my overall working experience with this person. Confusion, passive aggression, absurdity, and constant unnecessary assertions of authority.